Give me 1 second, see what else you said.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it?
It is
'Cause
now.
You sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. I'm afraid we gotta dock your pay.
You're wrong. I'm a starship safety inspector. I don't have a job. You got it all wrong.
Oh, by the law. I'm so sorry. I had no idea we had an inspector coming. If you'd like to speak with my manager, I report to Constable Reyes in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far.
Yeah, I'll
Just
do that.
follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Who'd this guy? I can't believe that worked. These people, they don't listen. It's hilarious. Aw, resident. I say I don't remember killing 5 of them. Or killing 3 of them. Is it pretty up here? You sure walked on it like it's your ship? Well, it is now. Can I collect this? No. Looks cool though. Edgewater, because it's on the edge of the water. Go figure. It's a graveyard on the edge of town. Lovely.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from? Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend.
We done been new.
You pod? What are you on about? You take a bruise to the cranium? Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls. And low prices. Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's
No, not
Silas.
really.
Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
Honestly, I love that you're enjoying the bouncy emote explosions. I had a lot of fun installing that. I've been installing lots of fun things. There's supposed to be a Pokemon hunt. I don't know if it's actually properly working. But I am working on making some custom emotes for the group, for people who are subscribers. Let's see, what else am I doing? I did the points. The points are now golds with my terrible little emoji I made today out of pixel art. But yes, it's super fun, and I'm very excited about all the things I can do. And Labradorite is fun and exciting and shiny. I love that I'm lying my ass off perpetually, but I specifically got really high points in conversation because I knew shit like that was gonna be a thing. Deliberately. I love he says in humor, as in egg humor. That's amazing.
Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure.
No shit.
If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer?
Depends on the work. You offering me a job?
Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites. We rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see? Quotas, mostly. Got a backlog of graves to fill. Bodies won't bury themselves, you know? Four workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little. He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up.
Stipendium? That sounds fun.
Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad. Yeah? You could look at it that way, I suppose. You could look at us and say, those Edgewater saps lost near every soul to plague. But you'd be wrong. We're survivors. Loyal company folk, brave in the wilds.
That's precious.
Every now and again, a virulent plague sweeps through our town. That's life on the frontier, I suppose. A body grows accustomed. Hang on, I'm doing some math in my head. 20, 30, 31... all my life?
Oh my god.
It's been real good to me. Fresh air, exercise. Only problem's the paperwork.
It's
Can't get
amazing.
anybody to pay their gravesite fees.
Oh yes, I do get paid for ads, which is fun. I'm glad you're enjoying the bouncing emotes. But yes, I do get paid for ads, which is why I'm running them. I also get paid for subs and bits and other things like that. So it's I'm not making a huge amount of money quite yet, but it's profitizing, so I'm excited about it. I am loving this game so far. It's ridiculous.
Former people, yeah. Marauder's been raiding my graves, you see.
Oh
Hence
dear.
the armed guards.
Yes, very nice.
Couldn't tell you. No, I mean, I'm contractually prohibited from saying anything that might reflect poorly on Spacer's choice.
Nice.
Avoid it. Shouldn't have said that either. Look, forget I said anything. Well, if you're gonna go headhunting, talk to Constable Reyes back in town.
By the
He's
finger.
from Marauders by the Finger.
That's a lot.
Oh no. They are after the most precious loot of all. Spacer's Choice Company property.
People.
If those Marauders swipe any more bodies out of my cemetery, company's gonna duck my pay.
Well then, we got shit to do in Edgewater now. He seems like a fun guy.
Beats working at the cannery.
I could really go for some salt tuna.
That's hilarious. Employment community. Cute. This is fun. I'm enjoying this. Super enjoying this. Oh my goodness. What are you doing, Razzie, what you doing? What you doing? Are you having fun with the emotes? Sounds like you're having fun with the emotes. You're taking over my screen with emotes, aren't you?
They start asking you for some medicine, come tell me. I'll set them straight.
I love I haven't even made it into town. I'm already squeezing people for money. This is fun.
If you're falling sick, I don't want you near me.
Don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you.
Emerald Vale General Store. Oh, this got real country real quick.
It's not the best choice, it's Spacer's choice. And before you ask, I'm all out of deluxe salt tuna. All I've got is gourmet.
You're so silly and I love you. If you see if I return. There we go.
You ought to go have a talk with the boss, Reed Thompson. He's up in his tower above the cannery.
Cool. I see what you're selling.
Music to my ears.
Whoa. Impact hammer. That sounds fun. Let's see what I can sell. You only fix one thing at a time? That sucks. Cool. Cannery. Cannery is important. Cantina? Where's the cantina?
Wonder if the plague's ever gonna pass.
Is this a cantina? This does not look like a cantina at all. This looks like a church.
Hey there, Mary. Don't see you round here too often.
Oh, I just came to talk to the vicar is all.
What the hell is that? I'm not about to steal anything from a church. Hell no.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max, if you're the sort who prefers brevity. I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling? This season's tossball predictions? The quickest way out of town? They who are not satisfied with their work are satisfied with nothing. No. How about, work fortifies the spirit. True exhaustion awaits idle hands.
Seriously? That's what you're selling here?
Selling? No. It is free for all who seek it. I'm sorry you don't find these tried and true words of wisdom to your liking. The OSI teaches that the Grand Architect set a perfect system in motion at the beginning of time. Contentment is found by accepting one's role in that grand plan.
I know. Part of me as also a seminarian, I'm like, I have to go talk to the vicar. I need to. But also the fact that he's like regurgitating this bullshit and he knows damn well it's bullshit also delights me.
You don't talk to the Grand Architect. Once the universe was set in motion, it stepped back. It has no concern for us.
Oh, wow. We went full God doesn't care. Okay.
We will eventually decode the plan and all its intricacies. Once we are able to deduce the properties of every particle in the universe and its trajectory, we will know everything. The future, the past, each person's place within the plan, all will be laid out before us, removing struggle and bringing peace. No one will ever need question their path again. Some even believe this ultimate knowledge will unlock mankind's true potential, and we will all become akin to Grand Architects ourselves, after a fashion.
And it's like the themes are so blatant about the corporate bullshit of, you know, company towns. Yeah, the brain itch. It's like the fact that they're taking the concept and running with it that strongly is honestly impressive, and I'm impressed. I'm impressed. I watched a friend play a little bit of this, and even in 20 minutes, I saw the delightful sense of humor that they were doing, and I'm like, I have to play this. And I am like, what, 20 minutes in, and I'm loving this, or whatever it is. This is delightful. Basically, yeah, prosperity gospel, exactly. And it's horrifying and also, like, absurd in the best way. They're pointing out how absurd it is. Yeah, very, Let's get back on track.
What would you like to discuss?
I'm looking for a power regulator.
Mechanical tomfoolery is well out of my purview. I suggest you take such matters to Mr. Thompson in the cannery. Oh, and a word of warning. If you're considering wandering around outside the safety of the town, you'd best be cautious. The marauders I met when I ventured outside the walls might agree with you. Bastards snuck up on me while I was dutifully hunting for a banned book in a collector's library.
What?
Barely escaped with my life. But
Naughty.
you see, one of the reasons I transferred here was to get my hands on that heretical text. If you managed to acquire it for me, I'd pay quite a handsome sum for the book.
Here we go. Here we go. Please tell me he wants a Bible. Please tell me he wants an actual Bible. Why would a vicar be against a banned heretical book? The answer is in the question. I don't know how many seminarians you know, but the answer is in the question. Clearly you don't know many seminarians. Oh my god, there's so many.
I do appreciate you hearing
more
me out.
marks, that'd be fun.
And your discretion.
Marks would be fun.
It's a handwritten journal. A faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious?
Okay, I'm gonna ask just because it's funny. I want to hear the answers.
Layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption.
Sure. I don't want to threaten him though, but this is such a fascinating conversation. I do want to hear more about this book.
It's not only a beautiful relic of a bygone time, it's also the thoughts of an early thinker on the nature of man's place in the cosmos.
It is religious text.
Not
I knew
many
it.
in this colony could understand its true value, should they ever read it. Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
This is exciting. I'm super stoked. I'm getting subquests. We're picking up quests everywhere. I love it. I love it. Yay for talking to the vicar. Something something, I passed a cantina and I didn't see it. Let's see, I came from this way. Where's the cantina? I want to talk to as many people and collect all of the quests. No. That's... Is this the cantina? Oh. I'm not about to lockpick it when they're standing right. Is this the cantina, maybe? This looks cantina-ish. Yeah, that's a cantina for sure. I'm not dealing with...
Latest report?
Only the part that said we ain't making our quotas.
If only McDevitt's folk hadn't abandoned us. Cannery could use those extra hands.
Nothing we can do about that.
Sure there is. We can have another 0G.
She is busy cleaning. Tss. Lots of drinking. Amelia Kim.
I don't know you.
No kidding. Alex Arthur, Captain the Reliable. Nice to meet you too. Everyone's so warm and welcoming. I'm gonna go with the lies.
The Unreliable, you say? Never heard of any company supply ship with that particular name. I don't know what you're about, but this here's a Spacer's Choice drinking establishment. We're all loyal, hard-working company folk here.
Oh, I'm sure. What a fine establishment it is. Oh, I'm not gonna call it ugly bartender. That's
really
rude as
think
hell.
So? That's kind of you. I've been trying to keep the floors clean.
Bless.
You've got no idea how long it
Oh,
takes
the
to
side
scrub
quests.
the
Absolutely
tiles.
all of them.
Guess I misreckoned you. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to be curt. We just got some problems lately.
There we go. Give me some
I
plot.
can get you a drink
If
if
I
you
can get
like.
3 people to pay me
Gotta
for the
ask you to
minions,
enjoy
I
your
will.
Beverage within the premises, though. Can't risk you bringing a drink over to those deserters. You understand.
Oh, let me see what's on tap.
Coming right up.
Oh, what we got? What we got? Dehydrated water tablets. Wait. Wait. What is it? What is it? Wait. What? Look at this. What is this? Are you reading this? Just add air, it says. Now available in carbonated. Water without the hydrogen or oxygen. Dehydrated water tablets. What? What is it? I am so confused. What is it? What is it? Oh my god. It's ridiculous. Plain and pure water. 99% water. And what else is it? Now with 11% more natural water flavoring. Oh my god. Flavored teas brewed from tropical leaves. Perfect cup. This is ridiculous. Made in space. An ale that's good for what ails you. Moderately caffeinated, moderately priced. Can I do that? Fast ration pill. Weapon parts. Ooh, yummy. Insufficient bits. Well then.
Oh, I almost forgot. I'm contractually obligated to recite company slogans to any visitors.
I don't know what it is.
You tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's Choice.
Oh, drink.
Do you now? And what makes you think Mr. Thompson wants to talk to you? He's a busy man.
Dude.
You want to talk to Mr. Thompson, try ignoring your duties. He'll summon you up to that great big tower atop the cannery, and you'll get yourself a proper dressing down.
You sound like it's a good thing.
Go ahead.
What if I told you just got shot in space by a crazy scientist? Anything about the Hope?
The Hope? No, I've never mixed a drink by that name. I could get you a rum and something if you like. Wait, no, never mind. We're all out of something.
What? You could have replaced it with anything. Oh my god. Actually, I want to... There's
Plague
more.
got you feeling woozy? Get yourself boozy with Spacer's Choice.
Oh, she's absolutely sick of it.
Go ahead.
So what's your story?
I don't see how that's any of your business.
Be that way. Not trying to judge you, just
You're
curious.
the first to ask after me in some time. I'll give you that.
Ooh.
But I don't have a story to share. My family's worked Spacer's Choice for 2 generations, and I've lived in Edgewater just about all my life.
An ampersand you have to
Wanted
give
to work
back
in
for
the sciences
reuse.
once upon a time. Would you believe it? That was a wild fancy.
Glad
I disabused myself.
I really like the jargon and the way they talk. It's fun. So you had a dream of being a scientist. What happened?
What happened, you ask? What always happens when you're dreaming? I woke up.
That's sad.
I just didn't have the brains for it. Asked too many questions. Wasn't suited to the work. So I did the right thing and worked the life I was always meant to live. Now that I'm behind a bar, I can ask all the questions I want. Important ones. Like, when are you going to pay your tab? And would you like another round of cold, refreshing 0G? Don't talk to me that way, please. Spent many years disabusing myself of that notion. Don't need you putting it back in my head. Lab work ain't for me. Never was. Never will be. Spacer's Choice put me where I belong, and for that, I am grateful.
Interesting.
Not so fast. I told you about my life. Your turn to tell me about yours.
Oh, here we go.
So, what's your story?
Would you believe me? You wouldn't believe it if I told you.
That right? Prove it.
Everyone else is present. So just standing this planet on the way out of the broken down ship.
Sounds as if you've been keeping questionable company. Or spinning a tale? You're right. I don't believe you. I'd advise you to keep that story unsaid. Don't want people thinking you're a loon.
I told her the truth. She didn't believe me. If I told you.
Ugh, is this the start of a joke? If you want me to laugh at your jokes, it's a 3-drink minimum.
The girl's got standards, and I respect that. I don't know who I am. On top of a guy.
Look, I don't know what you're blathering about. If you took a blow to your skull, you really should settle down with some 0G. Anyhow, whatever happens outside the walls is not my business.
Just not bothered.
Only deserters and marauders wander out there, and I cannot tell you which I revile more. My world is these 4 walls, that door, and a row of mugs that need cleaning.
Oh, sounds like you're afraid to go outside. Can we get on about this?
Spacer's Choice has been real good to me. The town's been real good to me. I start gallivanting around outside the walls, poking around in places I shouldn't be, learning things I've got no right to know. People will talk. Won't ever catch me asking about the world outside. Else the town's gonna say Amelia's gone soft. That Amelia's pondering desertion. I don't want that.
Fine, I'll drop it.
See that you do. I've said enough. People come here to drink their problems away. If they wanted to face their problems, they'd go see our vicar.
Dude, she's... Honestly, that was a lot, and I'm here for it. bunch of them just left. They go to the cannery? That'll be fun. Is somebody's home? What is this? Oh, that's a home. I don't need to be in there. Oh, the constable.
Died a couple weeks back. Still ain't past it.
Don't let the boss catch you saying that.
Constable. Starks the constable.
Welcome to the Spacer's Choice Constabulary. We are Halcyon's leading brand in frontier justice. The office is writing up promotion. Purchase 3 criminal investigations and the 4th one's free.
Purchase investigations? Questions where you don't mind.
As long as your questions fall within the acceptable margins of curiosity.
Acceptable margins of curiosity. Space is working out, man. No, I don't want to ask about him because I already know he's a problem.
Interesting jumpsuit you've got. And by interesting, I mean suspiciously reminiscent of contraband.
Not for hire.
As a Spacer's Choice constable, I am authorized to grant you legal authority toward apprehending wanted criminals. Know how to carry yourself in a fight? I've got bounties out for these 3 marauders. Cross them off and bring me their fingers. Just 1 per marauder, please. I'll dust off the old fingerprint roller.
Sure. Thank you for that. Can I use it? Guillaume? William Gill. Former mechanic, terminated from position. Writ of execution. He's advised no longer he's a member of the family. Advises him in good standing, in good standing, dispusing him. Or memory. Doc Maybell Burgess. Former physician. Abandoned duties disappeared. Wanted for 3 counts of larceny. 2 for each disposal of stolen adrenotime, and 1 for depriving the outpost of its official position. Former vicar. Order of Scientific Inquiry is what the OSI is. Stationed at Edgewater Vicarage. Psychological breakdown upon showing symptoms of plague. At large and dangerous. Sermons are now considered defunct and obsolete. Advises purchasing from memory with the help of 0G. Ale for all what ails you. Okay. Interesting. One's a former vicar, one's a former doctor.
Sometimes I wonder what I'm doing with myself.
I know how you feel.
Cantina. Oh, it's so obvious from this angle. Okay. That's the constable. Maintenance division. Parts. Space Street property. Trouble ticket. Failure being condition like heat processing. Again. Oh. No one needs to know about that.
Hey, you hear about Wilson?
Heard Marauders got in.
Just between us?
Wilson deserted. Lost his nerve. Ran off for the thick of night.
You kidding me? Damn. Always thought he was made of sterner stuff.
I think he was plagued. Guess he didn't want to die in the sick house.
Plague? Ah, shit. I had some of his salt tuna.
You moron.
Interesting. Interesting. Interesting, interesting. Schedule your sick leave with the foreman. Consider other members of Spacer's Choice family not 2 to 4 weeks to process or approve and process sick leave. Wage reductions instead. That's hilarious, but also fitting. Oh god, there's elevator music.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
Oh, jeez.
The cans bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking.
I can wait.
Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's, mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
It puts food in cans. We have food, we have cans. Why won't it work like we need?
She's expecting saltuna of a certain size. We're filling the cans with, well, not fish.
Really? Are you gonna give me shit for standing there? I was listening, I was waiting.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform.
I think you have a wrong idea about me.
Yes, so it dawns on me. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
I'm looking for a power regulator.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing.
That's what
I can't let you have our power regulator. But
hereditary. I mean,
and I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Probably. Who knows? I mean, the whole use small words thing is like, oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Let's hear it.
There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
Do they know about that? When you say mostly abandoned, what do you mean?
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people...
Oh, lovely. Squatters. I don't think these people lose their power.
No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
Oh, I charged by the head. Do I want to be an ass? I don't want to be too much of an ass, not to a boss, even though he's kind of an idiot.
My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
Oh, I recognize Adelaide.
Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership. That is not a hypothetical I enjoy entertaining. We need Adelaide back. Nonetheless, I will settle for the return of her followers. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately.
Survive to 25. I mean, it's like pirate lore. Once you hit 30, you're old man. I'll see what I can do.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful.
Oh, great.
I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Companions. You've gained a companion. Help in a variety of ways. Combat support. Skills enhance your skills. Increase your carrying capacity. Nice. Unlock special companion combat abilities with the inspiration skill. Well then, we're making all kinds of plans, aren't we? I presume she's just with me then. Oh, yep, there she is.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk. Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry. Can we talk? Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
I love the way these people talk. This is so fun. It's like, and what all? It's like, I'm loving this. It's got such great flavor. I don't know who's writing this, but it's amazing. Deserters, so what's the other side of it? Figures and symbols on his soul. Whatever he said, being pretty straightforward to me. Let's move. Okay, let's put deserters. So what's the other side of
Mr.
it?
Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
Afore the left. Not a before, afore. I love it. Anyone leaves, town's got issues. Friends or what?
Miss McDevitt? Oh, gosh, no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent. She used to work up in the big office with Mr. Thompson. All I know is she left after her son died.
That's
Real work to
exactly.
do.
It's
I could hear them both yelling clear from my own place.
It's really good lingo. I love it. It's so wonderful. I mean, you know me. I'm from Virginia, so Appalachia is like my hometown. That's kind of nonsense what I talk like. So it's like, I love this. I'm just a sucker for this nonsense. By the way, what do you think of my little cartoon guy? And the music is lovely.
Can't say as I know. I wasn't there. The sound carried, but not the words. If Mr. Thompson ain't of a mind to tell you his own self, you'd best ask Miss McDevitt, if you can get out to her.
Isn't it cute? I thought it was super fun. I'll probably do the one that's more Blake the Drake, but I thought it was a great place to start.
Life's hard here, especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
No, stop by.